most important thing to McCarter has always been trying to tell the story well and concentrating on that. And the spectacle of it is fun and it should enrich it and it's great, but I think everybody wants to see a really good story and tell a really good story. We've done a bunch of revamping on this production. There's some new things to find, and we've got a few surprises for everyone, I think.
This year we have a new floor to one of the counting house pieces, so I am matching a previous floor. A lot of times we use Luan, which is like a sheet good, and what I really like about Luan is that I can pretty much persuade it to look like any other kind of wood that we need. For something specific like this, I'm going to be adding some rough wood graining just to give us that feel that it is a hewn wood, not just a sheet good like that we have in the present day. Don't want to spoil anything, but I really think that this is going to be super successful in the space, and it's not something that can be properly explained, so you're going to have to come and see it.
So right now I'm working on the music box that Scrooge has from his childhood that is very important to him and his memories. Every prop is like super important, whether or not the audience can really tell all of the details, and especially this because it's partially being used by a child. We want to make sure that it's really realistic and the kid can have a lot of really honest emotions when they're using the prop, because it also affects how the actors are on stage. We want to fit it into a 5x5 little wooden box, and they wanted it to have a Christmas tree with kids dancing around it. And they wanted to be able to like crank it like a traditional music box nowadays to start. So we hunted down these multi-action music boxes. They have like 2 discs that rotate, but they have the like traditional crank on the bottom. And that's what we wanted for this project. And then from there, we kind of designed these little top hats, which we 3D printed. It starts rotating one direction. We have a tree that can rotate the other direction. And then if you put a little kid on it, and then so the kids will all be dancing around the tree, which is gonna, in theory, be the final product.
I do a lot of furniture in this production. I've built the beds and chairs, but I'm also responsible for working on things like this clock here that goes in Scrooge's bedroom. The insides have been gutted. There are 3 servos inside of it, remote control servos, and I have all that tied into a system that lets the lighting team plug into this as if it were a lighting fixture, but instead the hands are adjusting instead of moving a light around. So what we're working on here, it's still in the prototype stage. It's not quite ready for the show yet. There's a large face here that we've carved. And we're gonna add a magical moment in to where it might show up in a place where you don't expect it. But it involves a little bit of pushing and a little bit of stretchy fabric and some rubber. And if you want to see how it's going to get used, you'll have to come and see the show yourself.